Welcome everybody to our 1101 course. My name is Mr. Volpe. Happy to be with you all this spring semester. Of course, the first half of the semester is going to be 1101, and then the second half is going to be 1102. 1101 is more about composition. In fact, it's titled Composition and Rhetoric. So what we're going to be concerned with this semester is focusing on certain types of written expression. The first of which being narrative, narrative writing. And that's actually going to be your first major assignment due coming up at the end of week 2. So I'll just go ahead and throw that out there now. It's a good idea to be thinking about a story you want to relate, a personal story. And I'll give you more details at the start of next week, but this story is supposed to be something that relates a particularly meaningful, profound, dramatic event in your life. Something that is kind of like if you were going back and looking at the pages, the story of your life, this particular chapter is the touchstone of your life. Okay, so be thinking about that in the background. But for this week, I'll just get what's due for the week and what we can expect out of the way before I continue to introduce myself, just so that all this is out there and that you know what you need to do right away. So this week you'll see in Blackboard the technology we're using, Blackboard, the online course. We have 2 textbooks. One is entitled Successful College Composition. The other is our reader. Now, in the first textbook I mentioned, Successful College Composition, and we're going to abbreviate it as SCC going forward. That's what you'll see in Blackboard for assignments. It'll be referred to as SCC. That's going to be more oriented towards the certain rhetorical modes, the certain means of written expression that we're focusing on. So narrative, description, persuasive, and argumentative writing. There are exercises in this online text that kind of help you guys get kind of work your muscles in terms of knowing how to write narrative essays, write descriptive essays, how to organize your paragraphs, how to organize details, how to free write, how to brainstorm, things like that. So look at the exercises that I have posted there. You'll see the announcement for each and every week has our assignment for the week. So go ahead and check out this week's announcement. And in Blackboard, you'll see the week 1 folder under Shell 1, which has to do with the first couple of weeks of class. So in the week 1 folder, you will see 3 things. You're going to see an assignment relating to the SCC e-text, that online textbook, with our first little crop of exercises for narrative writing. You're also going to see a reader assignment. It's going to be 2 selections, the first of which is an essay, a story by Bonnie Smith Yackel, entitled My Mother Never Worked. And then you're going to see one by George Orwell entitled Shooting an Elephant. And I have discussion questions as an attachment for both of those selections. That's going to be due by the end of the week, as will be the SCC exercises, as will be the no-show assignment discussion board. So we are required to give students what is called a no-show assignment that you have to complete within the first week. In fact, this is going to be scheduled to be due by this Friday, the 11th. So if you want to look at how to prioritize how to proceed with the week, I would do the no-show assignment first. You guys go inside of the discussion forum. You've read the article that I assigned. I think Miss Evans probably talked to you guys about that already. And what I ask you to do is identify the author's thesis statement, state whether it's explicitly stated or implicitly stated, if you will, and then identify 3 to 5 points of support for that thesis. And finally, state whether or not you agree with what the author is saying. Okay, the argument there, the data that he gives, he refers to studies talking about humans nowadays being more affectionate and loving towards animals, their dogs, over human beings. So in a discussion forum, you provide your feedback, your answers to the questions that I give. But the only way to get a perfect 100% is to not only give your reaction based on the questions that I give, but you also have to reply to at least one other student's contribution to the forum. Okay, so it's not enough to just say your piece. You guys should be engaging, interacting with each other, in fostering a lively, engaged, respectful, civil discussion forum. So I would do that first, then move on to the SCC stuff and the reader assignments, and be thinking, keeping it in the background for next week, what you might want to discuss for your own narrative essay. It's going to be our first major assignment, our first essay. So be thinking about that. Go ahead and check out the syllabus. It is in Blackboard. Go ahead and look at the ground rules, the paper format, guys. You could start playing around in there. And if you ever need any help at all, please, I urge you to reach out to me via email. I'm pretty good about replying to you all in a timely fashion with email. I check my email pretty religiously, at least a couple times a day. So chances are, if you've emailed me a question, I'm going to get back to you within the day. Of course, that doesn't always happen, so please be patient and mature and courteous when it comes to email and when it comes to any application in this course. We should be adults treating each other with respect, but also critically engaging each other and challenging each other, okay? Communication is key, guys. There's no way that I know what's on your mind or what you need help with unless you reach out to me. Assignments are expected to be submitted on the date that I have assigned them due, okay? So this week, just to remind you, that no-show assignment, it's due by Friday night. Usually the due date is, actually, I think the no-show is due by noon, so X that. No-show discussion forum due by noon this Friday, the 11th. But all the other assignments are going to be due the Sunday that concludes the week, and it's usually a minute before midnight. So this week you'll see that the SCC exercises and the reader exercises are going to be due on the 13th. That is the Sunday night by 11:59 p.m. Not a minute after. You guys know at the beginning of each week what you need to do. It's spelled out for you. So there should be no excuses. Now, of course, if you have extenuating circumstances, an emergency, something like that, let me know, and I'm pretty understanding. But we need to keep our due dates in mind and make sure that we are turning in our work as assigned. Otherwise, the course gets kind of chaotic, and I could only be so helpful, guys. So please do me a solid and help me out there, okay? Otherwise, you guys can expect one of these videos each and every week. They're usually going to be about between 10, no more than 15 minutes. Just kind of checking in with you all, letting you know what's expected for the week, giving you feedback on assignments, all that fun stuff. So my partner in crime this semester is Miss Sue Evans. She and I have a wonderful rapport, good working relationship. We are here to help you. She is there to kind of effectuate the lesson plan, the syllabus, and to kind of be the eyes and ears on the ground, helping you all, and then reporting back to me. And she and I work in tandem to make sure you all are given what you need to succeed. So please reach out to us, let us know what you need, and mind your P's and Q's, and we will have a great semester, guys. I'm really looking forward to it. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and conclude this week one message by signing off and letting you know once again, I am Mr. Volpe. your fearless leader for the term. And I'm really, really pumped to have you guys. Feel free to introduce yourselves via email, say hello, whatever you'd like to do. It's all good. And I'm going to watch some NFL football in a bit. I am from New Orleans, Louisiana, so go Saints. Okay. And enjoy your week, guys. Let me know if you need anything. Bye-bye.